What's up, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. And as you may be familiar, we are going to continue with the laptop playlist that we are doing at the moment. As you saw in the last video, I went through all the laptop haul that we had. I didn't know it was laptops, but it turned out there was quite a few laptops in there, so this is going to turn out to be a laptop playlist season. Someone already asked, can you do more on laptops? Well, there's going to be a lot of laptops that we will be working on, so your dreams come true. Again, shout out to Pat's Junk, who's also messaged me and helped me to possibly get this laptop working, and hopefully by the end of this video I will be able to get it working and I will choose a winner if all goes well. So let's get into it. So the first thing, I did write some notes on all laptops. This was off camera. This one was working but is password protected, so if you remember, it turns on. Just going to plug it all in and turn it on, so you will see. So this is a Sony VAIO. I don't know how you say that. It's a very nice laptop. Probably was good in its day. It has a headphone jack, a microphone jack, something else over here, don't know what that is, some internet connection, USB, probably some sort of memory card reader. On the other side it has a DVD disc, something else over here. Oh, it looks like that might be the hard drive, possibly. So quite some neat little functions going on there. As you can see, it loads up but it needs a password. So my plan for this, and it, like with my other PCs that I've built, it's either to erase the hard drive, which I tried to do in the last episode and was unable to do so, and then shout out to, again, Pat. I'll leave a link. He's got a YouTube channel as well, and I'll leave a link to his channel, who gave me a way maybe of being able to get a new OS system on here. Now the problem that the issue I had, what I do with my other PCs is I use a USB drive and boot from that USB and download Windows, a new operating system of Windows, and wasn't able to do that. So Pat also mentioned that some of these older laptops don't boot off of USBs, and so I'd have to create a disk and possibly do it that way. And when I was booting this up, I don't know if I did it in the last video, but I did manage to get the boot screen and also managed to get into the BIOS where I could choose where to boot from, and it only gave me 3 options. I think one was a optical disk drive, which is what we're going to try and use, and there was 2 other options which I'll show you. So yeah, so the first thing I've got to do, create a disk with an ISO on it of Windows. And now I do want to try and keep Windows XP, because obviously this is what this machine was using. If not, I'll do one for Windows 10. So during the couple of weeks that I've been researching how to do this, I found out that you can't just use any size disk. So I'll get the disks that I have. So these are all the disks that were in the boxes, and these are my discs I've had for centuries, like a long time. Now if I show you one of these ones first, these discs, if you can see there, it only has 700, I say only, maybe that's good enough, but it has 700 megabytes of memory and 52x read speed, so it can hold 80 minutes. So it has 700 megabytes of memory, so it can only hold 700 megabytes, and I believe that's not enough. I then started going through all these, and you can see again it says 700, and I was hoping to find something in here that may have Windows on it. I did come across this one. So this one, I don't know if you can see that, has 4.7 gigabytes and it's 4 times certified. So this, I believe, is big enough to hold a Windows ISO. So put that to the side. I then went through 700 megabytes, 700 megabytes. I did look to see what we got. So some of them say what they are. Adobe, don't know if these are blank or not. Something for a camera, Power DVD, DVD writer, Nero's a program, I think that's a game. PSK, Asus, another one of those. I think these are blank, they don't have anything written on them, so I don't know if they're being used or not. And I did come across this, which is a Windows Vista. This one can be bent, so I don't think a disc is in there, and this one cannot be bent, so they possibly, oh, there is a disc, so there's a disc in that one, but that's for the median. So when we come to work on those PCs, I do have a disc for it, so we'll see if that works. But yeah, then as I'm going through, application support, application and support disk, I don't know what that could be. Rumble pad, share manager, Logitech, which wouldn't be Windows, not Windows, another one of those, Netgear, and Lighton. And this one is a 4.7 gigabytes as well. Now I don't know, it says rewritable on these on there, so I don't know, and this one says rewritable, so I don't know if you can overwrite what's on them, but this is Lighton, I don't know what that is, so I'm going to look that up now and see what that means. And I don't know if you can rewrite over disks. So I have 2 that are 4.7 gigabytes. So those are the biggest ones I have. We can look to see if anything's on these other disks. so we know for sure these are not it. So they're either blank or not blank, so I am going to fire up my personal laptop, whack those in there and see what we got. I know these are blank because I bought these years ago, like many years ago, but they're not big enough anyway, so nothing there, nothing here, nothing here. How? Now, those of you who know me, and I do another playlist where I'm trying to become a millionaire using the computers that we're building and trying to show you the pitfalls of listening to YouTubers. I went to the car boot sale on Sunday, and this is what luckily I found as well. A whole pack of DVD rewritable discs up to 4 times 4.7 gigabytes. So it's a whole pack. It's dirty, but they look like they're brand new, and that was a lucky find because after I had researched everything about trying to do this, I had a big enough disc to write to. I don't know if anything is on this disc, and I don't know if I can reuse that disc, so it was lucky for me to come across this pack, and it only cost £1. A pack of 10. They look like they're unopened. Let's just check one out. They've still got the cellophane on it. This one doesn't have the cellophane, so maybe someone did try and do something there. Rewritable, Timdex, da da da. Right, so what I think the first step is, that's proper dirty, so I'll clean that now. I think the first step is see if anything is on here, or these, what these do on my laptop, see what they are, and if not, I will try and get Windows downloaded onto one of these. I'll do one for Windows 10 and maybe one for Windows XP. And again, I don't know if we can do XP. I don't know if we need a key. I don't know if you have to pay for it. Obviously, I try and do everything for free in my videos, and I give you the videos. And all you got to do to win this is you know, subscribe and leave a comment down below. That's all you got to do, or tell me where you're from. But when I choose a winner, the thing I'm going to do when I'm choosing a winner is I'm going to use Pick a Winner, which I've seen on another YouTube channel, and they use Pick a Winner, and it picks a winner from the YouTube, from my subscribers, I believe. And yeah, and then I'll ask that person, who should have the same name on his Instagram, to contact me, and then I'll be giving this away. But hold your horses, guys. First of all, I've got to get the machine working. So let me fire up my laptop. Let me see if I can download Windows onto a disk. I'm going to find out what's on those discs as well. While I'm at it, I might as well find out if these are blank or not. So I'll do that too. And yeah, I'll see you after I've hopefully finished that. Alright guys, so I've just finished seeing what's on these drives, and they're all blank. So that was blank, that Lighton one is blank, and the one of these that was opened is blank. However, when you look at the disk face, I'll just show you, even though they're reading, they're not in the greatest condition. I probably will go, just to give it the best chance, we'll just use one of these. We'll just use a new one because they're not opened, so that's good. So we'll open one of these and we'll download Windows onto it, and I think I can use my PC here. They're all, so all of them are 4.7 gigabytes, DVD rewritable, 120 minutes. And I believe, doing some research on Google, that's big enough. That should be good enough to download Windows on. I know on a USB drive, Windows 10 needs 8 gigabytes, so I'm not sure if Windows 10 could go on there, but definitely Windows XP, I read that 4.7 gigabytes should be good enough. Let me do the XP download that I've been given. Yeah, I'll come back and see if it works, if we can do it onto the Sony laptop. See you in a sec. Alright guys, so here is the website I've been told where to get a Windows XP from. I don't know anything about it, but it's ISO River. When you go down, it tells you all about Windows XP. It gives you the downloads, which are here. XP Professional 32-bit, 64-bit, which I don't know what this machine can do. I don't know if there's any legality problems here, but we'll give it a go. I mean, Windows 10 is free, so why wouldn't this be? I don't know. If there is a problem, then I'll remove it, obviously, if you let me know. And then here is the steps to create a bootable disk. Once you have download the ISO file, extract the file, go to Microsoft's official website and download the USB DVD tool for XP, run the USB DVD tool, select the SIO file that you intend to use, in this case it is Windows XP, and then now insert the DVD or USB with at least 4 gigabytes of free space on the computer. Now in the USB DVD tool, select the USB DVD you've inserted. Now the files will be moved to the USB or DVD. Once done, you've safely created a Windows XP bootable disk. With the bootable disk, you can install Windows XP on any computer you intend. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so let's give this a go. So I'll be back once I've finished that. Okay guys, so I chose the 64-bit download. It then took me to this screen and I clicked this blue, it then gives you loads of little blue download buttons, because it says click the button below to download, and then it has millions of download buttons, but I clicked this one here, this main one in the middle, ignoring all these other little ones to the right, and we have started downloading Windows XP Professional 64-bit. So we'll wait for this to finish in about half an hour, it says. We'll come back to it. Alrighty guys, so finally Windows has been downloaded, so we can just check our file and downloads, and we can see the Windows XP is in there. Now the next step, what did it say to do? So just go back. Now go to Microsoft's official website, download the Windows USB DVD tool for XP. Alright, so Microsoft's official website, and we're looking for a DVD download tool. Oh, this page is no longer available. Oh, so I can't get the tool. Alright, let's try something else. Alright guys, I probably shouldn't do this, but I have found a place where they have this tool. Yeah, this is scary, so I'm going to do it anyway. Click here, and this should have the USB tool. Windows 7 USB DVD download tool. So Windows 7. Okay, I'm not going to do this dodgy way. I am going to go back to the official website. So Windows 7 8.1 is there. So we download this. Alright, I don't know guys. I just burning it to the disk without this Windows tool. So let's see what happens. Okay, so it looks like that's done. If not, we'll have to do Windows 10, but let's try this out. I think it's the escape key that gets into. So there's your boot menu. You can see that, right guys? Okay, open the disk. Put in our newly burned ISO, and then boot from optical drive, I imagine. Enter. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the disk took a while, but it just come back to this password screen, so clearly this didn't work. Let's do Windows 10. So I think you do need that download tool to burn correctly, unless this disk is no good, because I mean it's not. Alright, so let's download a Windows 10 disk and see if we can do that one. Alright guys, so I've got Windows 10 here, and it looks like to set it up it uses a tool, a download tool, which is the thing I need for XP, but I can't find one for XP. So I've got another problem here with using the discs or the DVDs that we have. As we know, are only 4.7 gigabytes, and we need 8 gigabytes. And in order to do that with a disc, you need a dual layer disc. Okay guys, so obviously you can't see this because of the light, but it says the disc image is too big, just like I thought. So we're not going to be able to burn Windows 10. Now I have found out another little thing about Windows XP, so we're going to try that and see if this works. I think I found a download tool. Okay, so the tool we want to go, the website we need to go to is something called Power ISO, and it's that first one there, so we click on that. Okay, so I clicked on download. So when you open this page, you're at home. So I clicked on download, and I'm going to download this Power ISO V 8.5 64-bit. Let's see what that does. It's been blocked by Microsoft Defender. Yep, open this file. Alright guys, welcome back. It's the next day. I have a copy of Windows XP that I have burned onto this disk using a different method, and I will show you on I'll probably show you on the capture screen of everything I did, because I know that this isn't coming out very clear on the camera. But yeah, let's put this into the Sony and see what happens. Okay, well that still doesn't work. I still get Josh with the password. I don't know what the password is, mate. Let's try something else. Alright guys, I'm going to have to apologize. I have tried everything. I've tried downloading Windows 7. I've tried all those files, XP. I've tried all different pirate ways and everything. I don't know what to do anymore. I've tried all this way. So I don't know, I've tried everything and I still get the password message on there. By the way, that PC is still here. I've even gone onto Windows on my PC and tried to get Windows 8 and 7, but you can't get them anymore. And I've tried all these discs, and I tried Medicat, and I tried something called Hainan. So this is Hainan, this is Medicat, but it won't boot from USB, so I have to try and get a disc. So yeah guys, we are stuck on Josh's password. Josh, give me your damn password. I don't know what to do. So I guess the only thing that's left to do is I've just ordered some DVDs that will be bigger than the 4 point whatever these are. Yeah, 4.7, and they're going to be 8.5, so they should be coming along. I'm spent guys. I've spent 2 weekends trying to get this PC working, and I apologize for this video. I haven't managed to do it, but hopefully I can get Windows 10 on a DVD, and that's my last hope. The only thing I can think of doing is taking out the hard drive and see what that looks like, and maybe we can do something with that, swap out the hard drive, I don't know. You wouldn't believe it, guys, this is insane. I am now loading Windows XP from a disk that I found in a bunch of pile of, I mean, this is old stuff that I had stored away. You can tell how old this is because this is what I used to learn to drive, and you can tell this is completely wrecked. But in this pile was an XP folder, and I also found an E-Machines disk, but unfortunately, I don't know if you remember these, unfortunately this disk is cracked. But yes, I found an XP disk in here, and what got me thinking was I had an XP for this machine, which I'm now loading Windows on freshly because I've ruined this machine because of all the downloads I was doing. So I thought to myself, well, obviously this came with a disk, go look for that. And boy, in a pile of stuff, in all of this, I mean, you can tell I had a load of stuff that I used to use. And so yeah, in all the stuff I used to use was an XP disk, and I am loading up a disk. You wouldn't believe it. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to let this do its thing, and we'll see if we can get into this machine. And now I also found out this F8 button doesn't work, which is why I couldn't get into safe mode. So I hooked up a keyboard, and yeah, I managed to be able to press F8. You wouldn't believe it, guys. I got Windows working. I needed a product key. I found that online. Holy cow. Let me finish setting this up. It's making noises and stuff. I know some of the buttons on the keyboard don't work though. That's a problem. Alright, let me finish this and let's crack on. There we have it, guys. Windows XP, the laptop, the Sony Vaio is working and is ready for one of you guys to win. So all you got to do is comment, and the reason I say you need to comment, I just tried out that pick me a winner YouTube thing I'm trying to use, and it uses the comments to pick the winner. So you've got to comment. So leave a comment if you want this Sony Vaio. In 2 weeks time, when I do my next video, usually a 2 to 3 weeks, I will spin the winner on that YouTube Pick Me a Winner website. Then I'll hit you up on Instagram, whoever that brings up, and hopefully your 2 matches. Now, to make this all capable, this is the disc I found. Could not believe it. And it's a bit shit. Now it's a bit scratched up, but it worked, and I'd like to possibly clone this disc so we can keep a good copy of it. But boy, it's Windows XP Professionals, which surprised me because my laptop isn't Windows XP, it is Windows 8. So I don't know where this disc come from. I don't know how I had it, but it includes Service Pack 2 version 2002. 2002, guys. This is vintage. Anything over 20 years is vintage in the eBay world. So vintage disc, that's what we found. We put it in. It did ask us for a code, like a product key, and I found one online. I tried about 20 product keys before I saw one that said Sony product key for Windows XP, and I thought, skip ahead to that on the list, put that one in, and it worked. I think it was for like a corporation, but here we go. It says here, take a tour of Windows XP. I'm super pumped. I got it working for you guys. I don't know if all of the keys work. That's why I'm using the keyboard. So I have to use the keyboard because I know definitely F8 is not working on there. I don't know why that's not the case. I'm not going to try and open it up and fix it because it's working, right? So if you guys want to, whoever gets this wants to open it up and try and fix the keyboard, I think the keys, most of the keys would work. I don't know. Okay, so I've just tested out. So some of the numbers are not working and some of the letters are not working, like O, I noticed. I'm not going to open it up and try and fix it. I don't think I should. I think this is working good enough. I've got it. You know, I spent 2 weekends on this, and that's enough time for me. If someone wants to try and fix that keyboard, you're welcome to it, but other than that, it worked. Yeah, so I just looked online. I can't find a replacement keyboard, so I don't want to mess about with it. I don't know too much about laptops. I'm going to get my teeth into laptops that are already ruined and taken apart, as you've seen. So make sure you come back for the next video where we'll tackle the medium ones and see if we can get one of those working. They are in parts, so I will be having to go into a laptop, but I don't want to take this apart in case I just break it, right, and it doesn't work at all. So at the moment, you guys can get this. The letters don't work. Someone's going to have to open it up, clean up, get a keyboard, or do something. So if you do want this and you're confident that you can do that, maybe it just needs a little clean. I don't know. It doesn't seem to have any spills or anything on it. But yeah, all you got to do, guys, is comment, and in the next 2 to 3 weeks on the next video I will announce the winner. Alright guys, that's it for this video, and I'll see you on the next one.